Howdy, y'all. Welcome to ukulele class with Mr. Curt. So I'm really glad to be back in class. I hope everybody had a really nice restorative spring break and you got to do a lot of fun stuff. I know I went around and played a lot outside and feels good. So I think that for this particular class, we should focus mostly on reviewing so that we are all caught up and we have a chance to kind of get our heads back into ukulele mode after a nice long break. And so we are going to be reviewing Twinkle Twinkle. We're going to be reviewing the C major scale. We're going to be reviewing Lightly Row. And we're going to be reviewing our C chord, our F chord, and our G chord. And once we get there, then hopefully we'll be all caught up. So let's start with a couple of rhythm exercises on our chords, just to get warmed up. And these are something that we already know pretty well, and something that hopefully we didn't forget too much. So we're going to start with the C chord. And so if you take a look here, we all know the C chord is G, C, E, and C. Our third finger is on the third fret of the A string, and we have our candy cane finger nice and curled so that we're only fretting the third fret on the A string, so we get a nice, crisp, beautiful C major chord. Just like that, okay? So we're going to do a rhythm exercise on the C major chord. We're going to play Mississippi is a River 3 times, okay? And we're going to take it really slow. And when we're practicing strumming our chords, I want you to practice down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you kind of strum down with your fingers, just like that, and then you strum up with your thumb, with the back of your thumb, like that. You can kind of see a little secret view for you, back of the ukulele. So, down, up, Mississippi is a river, 3 times with good candy cane fingers, good strumming hand. Here we go. 1, 2, Mississippi is a river. Mississippi is a river. Mississippi is a river. Mississippi is a river. Okay, so now that we're experts on the C chord, let's move to the F chord. And we remember that our F chord is the first finger on the first fret of which string? The E string. That's right. So our first finger goes on the first fret of the E string, and that gets us our F. And we know that this is an F because when we play our C major scale, we go C, D, E, F, and F is right here. Okay? So let's play an F, and we're going to play Ukulele Hot Dog 5 times on an F chord. Okay? So here we go. Ukulele Hot Dog 5 times on an F chord, practicing our down, up strumming. Okay? Ukulele Hot Dog 5 times. 1, 2, ukulele hot dog. 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 Okay, that's really good. So this next chord is really tricky. So it's an open string, and then The C string has our first finger on the second fret of the C string, and that is what note? Think back to how we play the C major scale, and you will know that this note, our second fret, second finger, C string, is a D. That's right. C, D. Then on the E string, remember this is a G chord, so in order to play a G chord, we need a G note. So we play the G with our third finger on the third fret of the E string. It should sound like this. D, G, D, G, 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 G. And you know that your instrument is in tune if the open G string and the third finger, third fret G sound the same. Okay? So we have D, G, then the last note is B, and that is our second finger on the second fret of the A string. So it's D, G, B. So we have our first finger on the second fret of the C string. We have our third finger on the third fret of the E string. We have our second finger on the second fret of the A string. And that's a G. Let's do ice cream cone 4 times on a G, okay? 1, 2, ice cream cone. Ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone. Okay, so when we're doing this exercise, we can change the way that we're strumming. So we can strum down, down, or we can strum down, up, or we can strum up, up. So we can change how we're strumming to make it easier because of the rest. So let's try practicing. Let's do 3 ice cream cones with only strumming down. So it'll be like ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone. You see how I'm only strumming down? Let's practice that, okay? So 1, 2, down, stroke, ice cream cone. Ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone. Okay, really, really good job. So now let's try strumming down, up. Okay, so it'll be like ice cream cone, ice cream cone, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so down, up, down, down, up. Okay, 3 times. 1, 2, ice cream cone. Ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone, ice cream cone. Okay, so mess around with these different strumming patterns. See what feels good to you, and we'll go from there. Okay, so now that we've got our chords, let's see if we can do the C major scale. So let's just play the C major scale first, see where our memory is at, and see if we haven't forgotten anything. And let's just sing the letters and play the notes on our ukulele. So it'll sound like C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay? And I want to make sure that we have really good walking fingers when we're doing this. Okay, we're going to take it really, really slow, and let's do our C major scale. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. it's okay if that was a little too fast for you. It's okay if you can't necessarily exactly remember where your fingers go. Wherever you're at, it's okay. We're just reviewing for this class, right? And we want to make sure that we can all play all of our songs and all of our scales and all of our chords perfectly, okay? So let's break this down. So we've got the first note of the C major scale, which is a C. So the first note is a C, and we all know that a C can be played with an open string on the second string, right? Good cats eat ants, G, C, E, A. Okay? So the first note is C. Let's all play a C. C, C, C. Let's sing and play C together. So give me 4 C's, okay? C, 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 C. Now let's play D. Who remembers where D is? Anybody? D is the second finger on the second fret. Right here. The second fret of the C string, played with our second finger. C, D, C, D. Let's do 4 Ds, singing and playing, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. D, 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 D. Okay, good. Now, the next note is, do you know, Flora? E. Good job. Okay, that's right. It's E. So, right here, we know that E can be played with an open string. Good cats eat ants. G, C, E, A. So E is just an open string right here. So we have C, D, E. Let's try singing and playing 4 E's together. Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. E, 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 E. Very good. Now the next note is an. What comes after E in the alphabet? F. That's right, F. And F is played with our first finger on the first fret of the E string. So it sounds like this. F, C, D, E, F. Okay? And now we have our next note in the scale. So let's get 4 Fs. F, 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 F. Then after F is G. That's right. C, D, E, F, G. G is our third finger on the third fret of the E string. So let's all play that 4 times. Ready? G, 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 G. Then after G, we go back in the alphabet to A. It's one of our open strings. G, C, E, A. So let's play A 4 times. A, 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 A. Play the scale up until this point. So C, D, E, F, G, A. Then 2 more notes. So after A, we've got B, our second finger on the second fret, right here. And so let's get 4 B's. B, 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 B. And sing and play the scale up to this point. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Oh, Flora, you're getting a little wily over there, huh? Sorry. Okay, so the last note is a C. So that's our third finger on the third fret of the A string. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Let's get 4 C's. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. C, 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 C. Okay, So now, let's sing and play the whole C major scale. So that starts on C, and then we'll go all the way up to high C, and then back down. We'll take it really slow this time. Make sure you're putting your fingers in the right spot, and you're singing the right pitch, so that we get this in our ear, okay? So here we go, C major scale, nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, E, A, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, let's try singing and playing one more time just to make sure we got it. But we're doing really great so far, so let's keep it up. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, E, A, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, really, really good job. So now let's move on to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and just make sure that we've got that under our fingers still. So we're going to start right at the very beginning and singing and playing, but we're going to take it pretty slow just to make sure that we can all do it. So let's see where we're at with Twinkle Twinkle, okay? So we're going to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star right from the beginning. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Okay, really, really good job with Twinkle Twinkle. So let's focus on Lightly Row now. So we are going to start by just singing the song together. I'm not even going to play my ukulele this time, just because this is a new song, so we want to make sure that we get it from the ground up, you know. So just singing this time. We're going to play Lightly Row. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Lightly row, down the river we all go. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. See the fishes swimming by, see the birds up in the sky. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. Okay, great. So let's play the chords and sing this time. So the chords are the chords that we same chords that we reviewed last time. So it's C and G and feel free to do whatever kind of stroke you want. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, up, up. See what sounds good to you, see what feels good to you, and we'll play the chords with the song now. So it starts on C. Ready? Lightly row, G, lightly row, C, down the river, G, we all go, C, we all row, G, we're not slow. C, in our G, red cushion. C, U, G, see the fishes swimming by. C, see the birds up in the sky. C, we all row. G, we're not slow. C, in our G, red C, U. Okay, let's do singing and playing this time with just the chords. I won't call them out. See if you can follow along. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Lightly row, down the river we all go. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. See the fishes swimming by, see the birds up in the sky. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. Okay, so now let's sing and play it one more time with playing the melody before I break it down, okay? Let's see how well we remember it. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Lightly row, down the river we all go. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. See the fishes swimming by, see the birds up in the sky. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. All right, good job, everybody. We're entering the home stretch here. So let's look really carefully at the neck of the ukulele, and I'm going to play the song, but instead of saying the lyrics this time, I'm going to say the notes that I'm playing, okay? Ready? Here we go. So pay really close attention to my ukulele neck and where my fingers are, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. G, A, E, F, D, D, C, D, E, F, G, 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 E, E, F, D, D, C, E, G, G, C, D, 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 E, F, E, 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 F, G, G, E, E, F, D, D, C, E, G, G, C. Okay, so let's break that down even further. So to play lightly row, we start with our third finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, so that's a G. And then we play E after that, which is just our open string. So it's G, E, E. That's lightly row. And then to play the second lightly row, we put our first finger on the 1st fret of the E string. And then we put our second finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. That's an F and a D. Lightly row. So that's F, D, D. So to play lightly row, we play G, E, E, F, D, D. Okay? Now to play down the river we all go. That starts on a C, and we basically just go up the C major scale to play that part. So it's C, D, E, F, G, G, G. So it starts with the open C, then our second finger on the second fret, which is a D, and then open string, which is an E, and our first finger on the first fret of the E string, which is an F, our third finger on the third fret of the E string, which is a G, and then we play that G 3 more times. So down the river we all go, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. And then the next part we just did with Lightly Row. So it's we all row, we're not slow, G, E, E, F, D, D. And then we have in our red canoe. So that's C, E, G, G, C. Open string, then third finger on the third fret, which is a G. C, E, G, G, C. In our red canoe. Then we have see the fishes swimming by. And all this really is going up the C major scale. So, but you're starting on a D. So that looks like this. See the fishes swimming by. D, 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 E, F. So that's second finger on the second fret, which is a D, and then open, and then first finger on the first fret is an F, D, 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 E, F. See the fishes swimming by. And then the next part is continuing up the C major scale, but starting on an E. So that's see the birds up in the sky. E, 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 F, G. So that's E, open, F, first finger on the first fret, G, third finger on the third fret. See the birds up in the sky. E, 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 F, G. And then after that, those are parts that we've already done. So we already know. We all row, we're not slow. G, E, E, F, D, D. In our red canoe. C, E, G, G, C. Okay, so let's play the whole thing all together now that we've got it, all the parts. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Lightly row, down the river we all go. We're all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. See the fishes swimming by, see the birds up in the sky. We all row, we're not slow, in our red canoe. Okay, really, really good job, everybody. I think that we're hopefully all caught up and all on the same page now, and really, really looking forward to making some more progress with everybody, and hope to see you again real soon. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in your lessons. Take care. Bye-bye.